like to welcome everybody to Voice of America Park for the 2017 edition of the Cross Country Coaches National Youth Championship. You can see everybody warming up, going through their last minute runouts. This is the girls 15 and 16 and 17 and 18 race. Be run together and scored separately. See all the girls lining up. Got two camera angles on this. The inset at the top is from behind the start. And simultaneously we're bringing you the front view as well. You see all the girls going through the last minute shakeout. About 3 minutes before the start of the race. It's going to be a competitive race. I'm going to take you to a map of the course. Now the course had to be changed at the last minute. We'll explain those changes. Here's the course map. You start in the same spot up in the top left-hand corner. You run down, and you were going to run all the way down, and that whole down section there has been cut out. Instead, you're going to cut across and run along the blue line. And you're going to do that blue line twice. You can see the yellow line that they were going to cut off a section, but instead of doing that bottom section, which is really super wet, it's going to be just the blue section twice, and then in on the yellow line in behind the start, straight on into the finish. It's essentially the same 5K course, just had to cut out for safety reasons a portion of the course, and really it was essentially submerged. Should be about time to start the race. We'll be taking you back to the start of the race. The main screen is the front, and they're off. Start of the 2017 Cross Country Coaches National Youth Championship. The front and the rear view. Here at Voice of America Park. It's the first of many races that we'll be conducting here today. This section of the course is just before the mile mark. This is on the bottom straightaway before it loops up. You can see got a ton of Brokaw Blazers there in the front. Looks like we have two in the front actually. That might be not quite familiar. Looks like a accelerator uniform. Hard to see. We'll identify them later. Looks like some Team Kentucky. You can hear them just run by how mushy it is. Got 3 Team Kentucky girls, and then a whole pack. Team to beat, Brokaw Blazers. They've dominated in the older divisions. Last year, the top performer in the 17-18-year-old girls was Gabby Reyna, running for Brokaw Blazers. She had planned to run for Wichita State, the Shockers. Second place in the 17-18-year-olds last year was Amber Reed, a 17-year-old. Third place, Alyssa Solberg, running for Jinx America. In fourth place, Caitlin Alexander, 17-year-old last year, running for Jinx America. Top 4 last year, as is typical. Top 3 teams battling it out in this age division. Brokaw Blazers, Jinx America, Team Kentucky. Expect all of those to really perform well today. We have about 20 different teams represented in this race today. We have about 100 girls, a little less than 100 girls, but we have 20 teams. Just going through some of those teams: St. Louis Blazers, Seashore Striders, Sovereign Grace, Knights. Okay, now we're coming. It's race time, 7:10. Just a little bit past the mile mark, I believe. Kind of difficult to ascertain on this modified course. Didn't have a chance to really wheel it out, but best I can calculate, just past the mile mark. See our front runner starting to separate a little bit. Two Brokaw Blazers in the front.
Stay together. Stay together. Keep moving. Great job. Great job. There
Going
you go.
through the teams that are here.
Great job. Good left arm.
Got the Knights and the Sharks.
Good job,
Not quite sure where
Great
they're
job.
from.
Great job. Great job.
Southern
Good job,
Indiana Catholic, Indiana Blast. They've done well in the past in this national championship. Nashville U, Kentucky Fusion, Running Tigers. Of course, the Belvedere Tornadoes. I believe they are about 50 runners strong here today.
Good arms. Good arms.
Elgin Road Warriors. Don't know if there are any affiliation with the Elgin Sharks or not.
There you go, Grace.
Louisville Tiger Sharks. They've done really well in the lower divisions.
Good job, Grace.
Of course, we've mentioned Jinx America, Team Kentucky Brokaw Blazers.
Good job, Brooke.
Indiana Cal Striders.
Gradually move up.
Southern Indiana Running Club. Just to name a few of the teams that are all competing here today. We're just past the mile mark. See all the runners going by. Sections of the course are a little bit soupy. Hope we can make it through the day. Talking about a 70% chance of bad weather today, so run the risk of it just getting really messy out here today. But right now, a little on the warm side.
Good job, Emily.
Everybody is prepared for cold weather, but this morning, about 5:30, it was 55 degrees, and I believe it's rising in temperature a little bit. Be giving you the race time in here in just a moment.
Race time, 9:30.
Race time, 9 minutes, 30 seconds into the race. You're watching middle of the pack of the race right now. We'll be taking you to the front runners here in just a moment. You're watching the 17 and 18-year-old girls and the 15, 16-year-old girls combined 5K race here at the Cross Country Coaches National Youth Championship. Mentioned a little bit about last year's 17, 18-year-old girls. This year's 17, 18, or last year's 15, 16-year-old girls. First place was Olivia Sovereign, running for Brokaw Blazers. Second place, Maisie Larson, also with Brokaw. Third, Sophia McDaniel from Accelerators. Fourth, Riley Rigdon, Jinx America. In that age division last year is Brokaw Blazers, Team Kentucky, Jinx America, 1, 2, 3. That was last year's race. 2 years ago, we were at Masterson Station. We'll be bringing you some of those statistics from that event. Getting ready to go to the front runners again. Okay, we got two girls in the front here. Looks like Riley Beach from Brokaw Blazers is leading. Olivia Sovereign is second. Coming around here. Actually, they're just side by side right now, pacing each other. Two teammates, followed by a chase of two. Then a pack of 3, and then a long stream of runners. A little bit about our front runners. Front runner Riley Beach. She was first in Class 6A in Kansas this year at the famous Rimrock Farm Invitational. She was 5th. That's Riley Beach. She's in the lead as she ran by here. We're right around approximately the 2-mile mark, maybe a little bit in front of the 2-mile mark. Olivia Sovereign, who was essentially neck and neck with Riley at this point. She runs from St. Thomas Aquinas, also a Kansas product. She was first in Kansas State cross country meet in Division 5-3A, or 5A rather. So 2 state champions neck and neck at this point in the race. Region winner In the Eastern Kansas League, she was second. She's already competed at Nike Cross Nationals, one of the top performers in that event, just last weekend. 2016, Olivia was first at the state meet, and then 2015 in Kansas, she was the runner-up. Be taking you straight on into the finish. Oh my goodness, they're running in. Looks like Olivia Sovereign just barely beat out Riley Beach. Be the top performer today. A third runner that just came across the line, Indiana Cal Striders, believe that's Jordan Boyer. Fourth runner, another Brokaw Blazer, Haley Johnson. She's the first in the 17-18 division, I believe. That fifth girl just came across, Ava Giuliana, Indiana Cal Striders. Indiana Cal Striders may do well in the final team score. We'll just have to see how it all turns out. Some of the teams don't have 5 full runners. Must have 5 to have a team score. We'll see, bring you those results here in just a little bit. Brokaw Blazers have just dominated in both the 15, 16, 17, 18 team scores for years, but back in 2015, Team Eagles actually won the 15-16 girls race. That was in Masterson. Top performer in the 15-16 that year was Rebecca Geddes from Brokaw, Ellie Gilbreth from Jinx America, and then had a 3-4 combination of Abby Little and Natalie Graber, both running for Team Eagles, and then, of course, the third, fourth, and fifth runner helped clinch it for Team Eagles. They were first that year. Brokaw was second. Team Kentucky third. Top 3 teams received trophies. In 2015, Jinx America was fourth, and Indiana Blast was fifth, and that's in the 15-16 age group. That year, in 2015, in the 17-18-year-old girls, Cameron Gelbner from Brokaw was first, Gabby Reyna second from Brokaw, third, Caitlin Shoemaker, Brokaw, and fourth, Alyssa Solberg, Jinx America. Brokaw was on top in 15 in the 17-18 girls division, Jinx America second. Out in Oklahoma, Jinx America is where they hail from, Team Kentucky and Indiana Blast, rounding out the top 4 in 2015. Interesting finish to this race. When we were right around the 2-mile mark, they were neck and neck, Riley Beach and Olivia Sovereign, but looks like Sovereign just beat out Beach to be the national champion in the 15-16 girls. Beach runner-up, both of them state champions, different divisions out of Kansas. We'll be grabbing an interview with those girls after the completion of this race. This race has really seen some top talent. In 2014, Michaela Reinhardt, running for a Bowling Green team, I believe. She was first, 15-16 year division, or age group. Emily Venter second. Many of you may recall Renee Sevek. She was 7th that year. Shelby Watkins was 8th that year. Shelby's running for Morehead State University now. Team score that year in Nashville was Brokaw first, Team Kentucky second. In 17-18-year-old division, Grace Clausen out of Brokaw was first. Ashton Henson, teammate second. Lauren Harrell third, and fourth was Rebecca Topham. Many of you all that have remembered this, old Rebecca was a great champion from cross country coach, national youth champion events in the past. In that particular year, Rebecca was fourth, but she just dominated over the years, gradually gone on. Brokaw was first in that 17-18 age division in 2014 with Bowling Green Lightning second. I don't believe that team exists anymore. At least they're not competing here today. That's the one Michaela Reinhardt ran with. Belvedere Tornadoes were third. As I mentioned earlier, they're about 50 runners strong today, and Team Kentucky was fourth. The top of this race was just all Kansas today. Two state champions were battling it out. And a few more runners to come in. And we'll take you to an interview with our top performers. And then on to a portion of the award ceremony. You're watching the 15, 16, and 17 and 18 girls 5K competition here at Voice of America Park in the Cross Country Coaches National Youth Championship 2017 edition. Last time we were here was 2008. A lot more vegetation on the course this year than when we were here in 2008. In between the race areas, there's a whole lot of brush that's grown up. If I recall, back in 2008, there was not a lot of a windbreak. It was pretty windy that year. We'll be taking you to an interview. And now an interview with our top two performers today in this competition.
Okay. Olivia, congratulations. You're the new national champion. Tell me a little bit about your race today.
Honestly, I was just trying to work together with Riley. We were going back and forth into the wind, trying to go through that mud. Some parts was a little tricky, and that's okay. It worked out okay.
Riley, it was back and forth between you and Olivia today?
Yeah, always friendly competition helps me go faster. She's made me such a better runner this year, so I'm really glad that we got to compete in this race. And either the turnout, I was happy.
Well, great. Now, you're both from the same town in Kansas, correct?
Yeah.
What community is that?
I go to St. Thomas Aquinas High School, and I go to Blue Valley Northwest High School.
Okay. And what grade are you all in school?
I'm a junior. I'm a freshman.
Well, congratulations today, ladies. Tell me a little bit about your high school season. How did it end up?
Pretty good. I ended up winning state for the second year in a row this year.
Oh, great.
For 5A in Kansas.
That's the big schools, right?
This is almost the biggest school.
Oh, okay. So it goes up to 6A
Yeah,
and okay.
So I won EKL, which is the Kansas League. I barely beat this girl out, so it was a great race. It was just like this race. I won regionals, and then I won finally 6A state.
Well, congratulations to both of you today. Had a good high school season, and you ended it with a national championship and a runner-up here today. Congratulations.
Thank you.
In 23rd, Lily King. In 22nd, Camille Buchanan. 21st is Amber Stewart. In 20th is Kristen Dent. In 19th place, Hannah Martin.
Where's my Jimmy Johnson?
18th place, Annie Schutt. In 17th place, Sophia Delicio. In place, Jenna Grogan.
Right here, Sophia.
What age group is this?
1 second. But I have a schedule.
In 14th place,
Can you open this? It's
Naya
on the back.
Turner.
Oh, okay, thank you.
13th place, Madeline Madison.
Yes.
12th place, Sydney Meadows.
Okay, that's good. Thank you very much, ma'am.
11th place is Lily Strauss. 10th place, Melody Ochana.
I don't know what price I got mine. How'd you do?
In 9th place, we have Sydney Lambert. 8th place, Kaylee Perry.
That was awful. Oh, it was so good. Oh, it was so fun. Not that first part. Yeah.
7th place is Abby Schmidt. 6th place, Renee Trout.
Right here, Perry. Caleb.
5th place, Ashlyn Little. In 4th place, Ava Giliana.
Ashley.
In 3rd place, from Indy Cal Striders with a time of 18:01, Jordan Boyer.
Is this a 5K?
Your runner-up with a time of 17:50.58 from Brokaw Blazers, Riley Beach. And your champion with a time of 17:50.49 from Brokaw Blazers, Olivia Sovereign.
Now for the team standings, and the 15-16 girls, Brokaw Blazers first, Team Kentucky second, Indiana Cal Striders third, 17-18 girls, Brokaw, Louisville Tiger Sharks, and Jinx America.